One finally. All right. Well, see you later, buddy. All right. Okay. Got that one on the cinnamon dredger, courtesy of wild fly. The river's wild flies, excuse me. It's a nice one. There we go. Caught him on the tan dredger like the one before. Oh, nope, never mind. Waltz worm. There he is. 6 inches of glory. See you later. There's a fish. That's a fish. Cool. That one on an indicator, that's been forever. This is a pretty decent fish. Pretty decent fish. There we go. Yeah, this is a beautiful rainbow. Finally got a decent fish. Oh, came out, got him on the dredger. There we go. This is got 6 to 9, 15 incher. Yeah, baby. Adios. That was the ticket. Sweet. Oh, that's a really bright rainbow. Man. Oh. Nailed it. Got this guy on the dredger. Adios. Today I decided to keep it near home and fish my home creek, Battle Creek, and it's kind of a temperamental creek. It's hard to get onto the fish sometimes because it's very popular, it's close to town, and it's pretty highly pressured, so you got to be on your game to get the fish to take your flies. Today I found this section, I call it no man's land. I've never actually fished there before because the trail that you normally take kind of gets blocked from both sides by the cliff kind of goes into the creek, so you can't get to this 100-meter long section of Battle Creek. So today I crossed the creek and hiked up the other side to get into the section, and sadly it was kind of underwhelming. I was only able to get into a couple small ones, and I fished it really carefully, looking at all the holes, and there was some rapids and some nice deep pools what I would have thought fish would have been in, but I didn't find anything worth noting home. So because of that, I decided to go hit the holes I know, and that's where I managed to catch a couple decent fish. So early on when I started fishing nymphs more seriously, I found some flies at Sportsman's Warehouse called dredgers. They came in tan and green there. And unfortunately, Sportsman's doesn't do a very good job of keeping their flies stocked, and so they ran out. And because of that, I started to look online to see if I could find some more elsewhere and buy them and then get them shipped to me. And I found Wild Rivers Fly Tying out of Utah. And I found that they're the ones that are actually supplying the flies for Sportsman's. And I reached out to them asking if I could buy them directly from them. But unfortunately, they only sell to retailers and you can't buy them direct. And because I reached out, they were really cool. And they sent me out a dozen black ones, which I've never fished before. And they sent me a dozen tan ones, totally free of charge. So a big shout out to them. That's super awesome. If you can support them by buying their flies over at Sportsman's, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And as such, I got to fish the tan dredgers again, and I caught 3 out of my 4 fish on that tan dredger. So that's definitely a favorite color of mine. The greens work well too, but the tans just seem to get that bite on. And that 4th fish I caught on a sexy Waltz worm up on my dropper fly. Roll B-roll, so you can see what those look like. But yeah, big shout out to Rivers Wild Flies for sending those out to me free of charge. They didn't have to do that. And if I can't find a way to get a hold of them on a regular basis, I might have to learn how to reverse engineer them and tie them myself. So unfortunately, this fishing day was kind of crummy. You may have noticed I haven't published a video in a couple weeks, and that's because a small fire got started on my property, and I had to go and put it out by knocking over this cabinet that was under a carport, and it caught fire. And I ended up burning my hands, tipping it out and putting out the fire. I'm okay, but I do have some big blisters on my hands that makes it very difficult to tie the flies on and just to manipulate the rod in any way. I had to sort of modify my grip, and I couldn't control it very well. So, and because of that, and I wasn't really feeling super hot. It was a challenging day. I was just like, my brain was running at 50% speed, and I didn't have the most dexterity, so I kept tripping and falling. And so it's just one of those days. It makes me appreciate the good ones, but overall it was kind of a challenging day fishing wise. And because of that, I didn't think about everything I needed to be filming. So this is kind of a short and drab video, but it is what it is, and I still had a good time. So don't get me wrong. You may have noticed my studio's done. I got the pallet wall built, and it's starting to take shape. So now I'm not just sitting in front of my computer filming like everyone else does. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was a lot of work getting all those boards separated and nailed back up and putting a coat of poly on, but I think it was worth it. So now I need to decorate, and I'm not really sure where to go from there. I've seen a lot of other studios, and I always feel like they're way too cluttered with stuff back there. I'm kind of a minimalist kind of guy anyway, so I know I want some art. I'm not sure what. If you know anybody that makes fish or any kind of adventure related artwork, send them my way. I'd love to find someone who makes art that I could use to decorate in here. And I don't know, give me your suggestions. What do you like to see in your studio backdrops? I'm not really sure what to do yet. As always, if you're curious about any of the filming gear or my fishing gear, please check the description. It's got links to everything I use down there. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm planning on making a video showing up my rigging because everyone wants to know how I rig for tight lining. And that is coming. Now that my hands are healing, I'm going to start working on that this week and look for that soon. And also, I'm on Instagram. If you like to follow along there, you can see what I'm doing in real time. You don't have to wait for me to post these videos. Follow me at Eric Leslie, and you can hit me up in the DMs if you have any questions too. And thank you if you really made it all the way to the end. Just another reminder, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, Godspeed.